Hello everyone, my name is Shivam and welcome back to my channel. So in this today's video, I'm gonna show you how to apply for visitor visa for your parents and grandparents. So let's go ahead and open up any browser and we will be going on canada.ca website. Once you open up your website, just click on immigration and citizenship, scroll down and select the visit option. Again scroll down and you're gonna select apply for visitor visa. So here you will be having 5 sections. It says who needs a visitor visa, who can apply, how to apply, and after you apply and prepare for your travel. And there will be a fee starting from $100. So we're gonna select how to apply. So here this is just a checklist, like it's gonna ask you some questions which, and after that they're gonna give you which visa we will be needing to enter Canada. So first question is, why are you applying for a visitor visa? So first is for a family visit, as your parents and grandparents will be visiting you in Canada. Follow-up question is, what is your family member status in Canada? So this is you. So let's say if you are a citizenship, you're gonna select that. So in my term, it's a permanent residence. So I'm gonna select this one. So here, the third question is, do you plan to visit your children or grandchildren for more than 6 months? So for visitor visa, it would be, you can stay in Canada for up to 6 months only, but you get a visitor visa for a longer duration. So here I will be selecting no, and then I will simply hit continue. So here it's gonna give you some short list of what documents you're gonna require to apply for your visitor visa. So here, first of all, it will be proof of relationship, which would be a birth certificate and your parents' marriage certificate. Second thing is you have to present your identity document, which is your passport. And the most important thing is this: make sure you fill out this IM M5476 form, which is a user representative. So as your child, as your parents' child or son or daughter, you are the unpaid representative who gonna apply on their behalf for visitor visa. So once you scroll down here, once you click the recommended documentation, it's gonna give you some example, like you can upload letter of invitation, you can also upload your travel history, you can upload your itinerary and a bank statement and an employer information. So we will go in detail once we are at that stage. So if you scroll down, you're gonna select this IRCC portal, and the other one is IRCC new portal, which is more AI based, and they'll be asking you more question up here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select this IRCC portal as of now, which is very useful for visitor visa. So once you click on that, it's gonna give you some instruction here. So for what this portal is applicable. So here first is visitor visa, and in that it will be to visit a family or visit for a business purpose or a tourist purpose. So once you scroll down, you're gonna just simply click on sign into the IRCT portal. I believe you should have IRCT portal account before, because you are already in Canada. But let's say if you are not, if you don't have it, we're just gonna select this get invitation code. So now here you have to enter your email address to create a new account. So I'm just gonna enter my address. And we simply gonna hit get invitation code. And once you hit that, you're gonna get a code, which is an invitation code. Make sure you copy this to clipboard and you just save it somewhere. And then we're just gonna hit continue to IRCC portal sign up page. Once you hit that, um, You have to paste that code which you just selected, and then you're gonna enter your email address, which is, and then I'm gonna set up my password, confirm your password again, and scroll down, enter your last name. Oh, it's like my password did not match. And then my given name, and I'm gonna enter my Canadian phone number. So once you fill out all the information, they're gonna send you a verification code to confirm your email address. So let's go ahead and open up my Gmail. So this is the code which you're gonna just copy and paste it to the uh, verification code section, and you're just simply gonna confirm it. So once you confirm, your email has been verified, and now you can go ahead and start logging into your account. So once you log in, you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna accept all these terms and conditions. After completing terms and conditions, you're gonna have your IRCC portal. So here, what you are gonna do, so we will be starting an application here, and we'll be selecting apply to visit, study or work in Canada as a temporary residence. So we're gonna click here, and also click here. We're gonna just simply select this option. It simply says that once you create an application, you have 60 days to fill up your application, and you have to make sure you select all your documents in this format, and then we will be starting our application. Alright, so first question is that, do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? So for example, you want to submit an application for yourself plus your spouse and children who will be traveling with you or join you later during your stay in the Canada. So yes, we're gonna select yes, and we're gonna select the group type as a family, and we're gonna name it as my parents, and then we're gonna save and continue. So once you create your group, you can get the start date and days you left here with the group ID and the group name. So here we're gonna start our first application. So I'm gonna do an application for my father and mother. So first of all, I will be going with my father. So I will simply hit continue. So here you have to select I want to apply for what. So you're gonna apply for a visitor visa, and here there would be multiple options down there. So make sure you select the one which is to visit your parents, family, and to visit other family who are not listed above and front. Make sure you select this option for your visitor visa, and then you're gonna scroll down, and here they're gonna ask you some questions. It says tell us more about what you will do in Canada, include dates. So make sure you give some brief information with the dates. So I had already made some notes, so I'm just simply gonna copy paste this for you just to have an idea. So I'm just gonna so here I had mentioned that I'm going to visit my son or daughter who is living in Canada as a PR. So you enter your status in Ontario at your address. I want to celebrate my son or daughter birthday on the date, specific date, and I plan to visit some beautiful tourist destination like Algonquin, Niagara Falls, GTA, and then I will be visiting some local markets for family and buying souvenirs. So make sure you give your tentative plans so the visa officer can know what's your dates and when you will be leaving Canada. So I had already mentioned all those information here. And now you're gonna select the date of your entry. So I'm gonna select in 2025 and the month is June. So let's say I'm visiting on 1st or 10th of June, and then my parents will be leaving on July, and let's say it's again 10th of July. So this gives a rough idea to your visa officer that what's your plan and what you want to do in Canada. So here it's a UCN number which our parents don't have it because they're gonna apply it for the first time, so we don't have it. So we're just gonna simply hit save and continue. So once you scroll down, so make sure you parents has a valid passport or a travel document and which at least has a one free page, because once the application has been completed and you're gonna mail that passport to the visa officer and they're gonna stamp it. So what information we're gonna enter? So we're gonna enter all this information. So it's going to be a long video. So let's go ahead and hit continue. Okay. So the next question is representative. So make sure you know this that you gonna apply on your parents' behalf and you are unpaid representative. So what you're gonna do here, are you applying on behalf of someone else? So of course, yes, because this is application for your parents, right? So here, what you're gonna do, who are you in relation to the person you are helping? So of course, it's family member. So here, you're gonna write down your name. So I'm just gonna write down my last name. Let's say I'm just gonna write down my name. Then my given name. Yes, I'm gonna enter my telephone number, Canadian telephone number. Okay, then you're gonna enter your mailing address, which is here you have to select your country first. So Canadian address, and I'm just gonna type any random address, which is 1234 Harbor Square, Toronto. This is just a random address, so you have to enter your own address of Canadian. And yeah, okay. So the next question is I'm gonna write down my email address. Okay, so once you enter this detail, it's gonna ask you for the travel document information. So this one is the information of me. So here they are asking you for the travel information for the applicant. So the applicant is your father. So you're gonna enter your father's detail. So father last name, father first name, and then you're gonna enter his date of birth. So I'm just gonna fill some random date of birth. Let's do January 1st. And his mail. So I'm just gonna save it. Okay, so the next step is that you're gonna enter your parents' travel document details. So we're gonna select passport, and it's a regular passport. So the country would be, sorry, India. What's the nationality? Of course, India. What's your passport or travel document? So I'm just gonna simply write any passport travel document, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have to confirm that. So here I have to write down the issue date and travel document. And the expiry. And then So here are some questions. Are you a lawful permanent resident of United States with a valid green card? So let's say in some conditions, some parents would be a citizenship of US, so you have to select yes. But in my condition, it's no. So I'm gonna select no. So this is the first time your parents are applying. It says, have you had a Canadian visitor visa in the past 10 years? So it's no. So my parent doesn't have any US immigration, non-immigrant visa. I will just select no. So are you traveling to Canada by air? Of course, we're gonna travel by air, and then gonna hit next. So here they're gonna ask you some personal detail again. So country and territory where you were born. So it's India. City and town you were born. So let's say just gonna write down maybe my, let's say Delhi. So are you a citizen of more than one country? So no. So the next question, which country or territory are you citizenship of? Gonna select India. And then you're gonna have a citizenship of this country or territory since birth. Hit next. And then here it's asking you for valid national identity document. So I just simply hit passport in here. So I'm just gonna select yes. And again, passport is A7. Again, enter the same thing. So the year is 2020, Jan 01. Select the country or territory that is shown. ID India. Hit save and continue. So have you used another name in the past? No. The countries or territories of residence. What's your residential address? So this is going to be your parents' address. So make sure you enter it correct as per your passport. Postal code is optional. Yes. So if your parents has any past history of living more than 6 months, or okay, what does it say? List your current country or territory of residence and add all other countries or residence where you have lived for the past 5 years. No, for more than 6 months. So yeah, it says that if you have lived for more than 6 months anywhere else in any other country, you have to fill out. And here what we're gonna do is gonna press yes. So here we're gonna select India. What is the status in the country? So it's going to be citizen from. So it's going to, this is where I currently live. And here you're gonna just simply fill out your birth date. Okay. So here it will be listed all your territories of residence, and then you hit save and continue. Okay. So the main question, biometrics. So it says in the last 10 years, have you provided your biometrics fingerprints when applying for a visitor visa, extension, restoration of status, work permit, study permit, or temporary residence permit? So let's say if your parents are coming to Canada for the first time, you're gonna hit no because they don't have any biometrics even before. But in case if your parent have already visited Canada, so you have to select yes and then you have to fill out all this information. So I'm just gonna go with no as my parents haven't given any kind of biometrics. So it says you will be required to submit your biometrics after you pay a biometrics fee and you will submit your application. So yeah, then we're gonna save and continue. Alright, so who is inviting you? So here it would be your son or daughter. So let's say I'm gonna write my name. Alright, so what's the relationship? So I'm a family member and my mailing address. So I'm in Canada, I'm gonna enter my address. I'm just gonna select this 123.33 Harbour Square, New York House, Sharma, Cellular, Canada. Alright, so here again, my email address, which is right. So the next question is someone else also invited you. So let's say if you are brothers or brother and sister or only sisters in here, you both are calling, then you have to select yes, or else you can just simply say no. In my case, I am the only child who is calling them, so I had selected no, and then it's the finals now. So here, how much money do you have for your stay in Canada? So, like, let's say if you are calling your parents for 1 month, and if it's a father and mother, so you can simply put anything between 8 to 10,000. So I'm just gonna hit 9,000 just to be on the safer side for two parents. Let's say for father and mother. Okay, make sure it is in Canadian dollar. Next, is someone else giving you money for your stay? So in my condition, my parents are gonna bring some money so that they can show some their financial stability in India. So they're gonna provide yes, and I had already made a note on that. So I'm just gonna simply copy paste this here. Alright. So here it says my entire trip, including air ticket, visa fare, food, accommodation, travel expense, and other expenses will be fully sponsored by my son and daughter. I have attached a letter of invitation as received from them along with this application expressing their financial undertaking. I have provided their supporting bank statement, letter of employment, and pay stub. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upload all this document at the end of the video. So you can see all the document I had already made up here. So I'm gonna select this at the end for you guys. So make sure everything is aligning with their requirement. Okay, and hit continue. Okay, so the next question is activities. So it would be information about your education, work, and other activities. So that's going to be for the applicant. So your father and mother. So the post-secondary education history. So in this case, I'm just gonna select this as my father has a university degree or a college degree. Just gonna give some information. So name of the school, Delhi University. Just gonna select any random dates. The level of study, I will just select anything. Let's say university bachelor's degree, field of study, business, so address, you know, it's you. I just provided some random details up here. So just the next question is military and police history. So my parents haven't done any kind of this. So I'm just gonna hit no. So here is work and activities history. So you have to make sure you give all the information from the past 10 years. Here I'm just gonna write from the year my father started doing job or a business. And I'm just gonna select ongoing. It's already been going. So it's going to be business. Let's say manager in customer company shopping main duties manager marketing and distribution. So the address of your business and where it is located. Okay. So once you fill out all this information, you're gonna select save and continue, and then it's a travel history. So let's say if your parents has traveled in the last 5 years out of your home country, which is India. So you have to mention that. So in my case, my parent has traveled out of India, so I'm just gonna mention that. And if your parent haven't traveled anywhere out of India, you just press no and you can hit continue. But I'm just gonna do yes. Next. Alright, so the next is have you ever stayed in Canada beyond your validity of your status, attended school in Canada without authorization or work permit? So hit no. Have you ever been refused a visa? So here, let's say your parent has tried to apply for any of the country for a visitor visa, and if they had been denied, so you have to mention that that includes all the country, not only Canada. So in my case, it's no. So I'm just gonna press no and hit continue. So the next is criminality and security. So here all the questions would be no, I believe. So I will again go through. Have your parents committed any crime in any country or territory? No. Have you ever been arrested for any criminal offense? No. Have you ever been charged for any criminal offense in any country? No. For alcohol and drugs. Have you ever been convicted for any criminal offense? Hit no. Hit save and continue. Next is more security questions. Are you or you have ever been a member of associated with a political party? Alright, so my parent has not been associated with any of those. I'm just gonna press no. Have you ever witnessed or participated in the ill treatment of prisoners or civilians? No. Next. Okay, so here is some medical questions. So have you had a medical exam performed by an ICC panel doctor within the last 12 months? So I don't have that for my parents. I'm just gonna press no. Okay. So here is some more questions regarding tuberculosis. So the last 2 years were you diagnosed with tuberculosis? It's no. The last 5 years have you been in close contact with a person with tuberculosis? No. So make sure you read all this information. It also includes TB, pot disease, ghost disease, and all this weird kind of disease which I don't have any clue what they're talking about. But my parents don't have those. So I'm just gonna press no. Alright, so the next question is, are you currently receiving dialysis treatment? No. Have you had a drug or alcohol addiction causing? No. So make sure this is for your parents, not for you. This is for parents. Have you had a mental health or condition causing you? No. Have you ever been diagnosed with syphilis? No. So make sure you fill out all this information correctly because Canada is more concerned about the health. Alright. So next question is for the family information. So the marital status of your parents, not for you, okay? So this is what is your current marital status. So let's say my father is married and I'm gonna enter all the details. So here you have to enter your date of marriage for your parents. Make sure you enter the correct detail as per the marriage certificate, because you're gonna attach that later in the documents. And her present occupation. So let's say if she is, so in most of the cases, I believe it would be a homemaker, our housewives. So if your mother is working somewhere, or if she is in some of that occupation, make sure you select that. Or if she is retired, you can also select retired. So in my case, she is just a homemaker, so I'm just going to select that. So is their address same as if your parents are living together? You have to select yes, or you can press no. In my case, it's yes. In spouse and common partner accompany you to the Canada? Yes. So in my case, my both the parents are visiting Canada. So I'm just gonna press yes and hit save and continue. Alright. So here for the children's. So do you have any biological or adopted or step children? So this is for your parents. So you have to enter your name, and if you have any brother or sister, you have to enter that. So in this case, I'm just gonna press yes. I'm gonna mention only my name. I do have my sisters as well, but I'm not gonna add those because it's going to be a long video. Then I'm just gonna simply add my name. Alright, so here it says, does this child have the same address as you? Okay, so here it's going to be no, as I'm living away from them right now. So I'm just gonna press no, and then I have to fill out my information. So I'm in Canada right now, so I'm just gonna select that. Alright, so the next question is, if the child is not in Canada, will they accompany you to India? So as I'm already in Canada, so I'm not gonna go back home India and then gonna accompany you. So I'm just gonna press no and hit save. Alright, so I had filled up my information. So if you have any other siblings, you can add that by simply clicking here, or else you can just simply hit save and continue. Okay. So here you have to tell more about your parents. So if you were adopted, provide the details about your legal parents. So here this is going to be information about your grandparents. So make sure you fill out this information correct as well. So this is your grandparents information. Alright, so if your one of your grandparents is deceased, so you can select that, or else you have to fill out all his information. So in my case, my grandfather has been deceased, so I'm just gonna hit yes. And for his date of birth, I'm just gonna mention it. Let's say 1990, and country and date of birth. So here is India. So this is your grandparent, and I'm gonna add, and this way you can add your grandfather's detail, and you can just simply hit save and continue. Alright, so this is going to be a language of application. So here, what is your native application or mother tongue? So you're just gonna simply select your mother's maiden mother tongue. So here, next question is, can you communicate in English and French? So in my condition, it's going to be English. So I'm gonna select that. So the next question is, what languages do you want us to use to contact you? So this is for the IRCC when they're gonna contact you. So we'll be selecting English and save and continue. Alright, so this is going to be the email address for the applicant. So this one, it's going to be you. So you are the unpaid representative. So make sure you enter your email address. Save and continue. Alright, so here again, you have to enter your phone number, your Canadian phone number. Right. Save and continue. Okay. So once you had filled out all the information, it's gonna give you a summary of what you had filled out. So if you wanna check what you have filled out and if you wanna update any of your information, you can simply do it by pressing edit. So let's go ahead and just simply hit expand all so that you can see all your information up here. And once you review all your information, you can go down and hit save and continue. So this will store all your documentations in your profile. So the next option is to provide the documentation for your file. All right. So here comes the main thing, a letter of invitation. So to know more about your supporting documentation, what you're gonna do, you can simply select on all of the documentation and it will provide you what you have to mention in that. So the first one is letter of invitation. So here it's going to be a copy of letter from a person or business inviting you to Canada. So this letter would be from you. So you are in Canada and you're gonna provide this letter to your parents who are in India. So here you have to make sure you write and sign any financial support to get that from the bank. And here you're gonna what you're gonna mention is purpose and length of your visit and nature of the relationship between you and your parents or else the person you're inviting and the contact information of the person inviting you in Canada. So here I'm just gonna show you what I had made. So this is going to be my letter of invitation. So you can also say purpose of travel. And here I have mentioned that to visa officer. So do not worry, I'm gonna upload this documentation in my drive and I'm gonna share you the link for this one or it will be in the description box. And in the next page you're going to simply attach your appendix. So here it's a perfect format for you guys. You're gonna do your application full name which would be about your passport. You're gonna fill out all these details. You're gonna attach your front passport for your for your father and mother and the status of yours. So this is going to be you, front page of your Canada status. If you are PR, you're gonna attach that, or else you're gonna attach your work permit. So once you save this file, you're gonna simply copy paste them. So let's say I had saved my file up here. So I'm just gonna upload this. So the next question is national identity document. So here it's going to be a passport, of course. So make sure you upload all the passport of your parents on the pages. So let's say I'm gonna do that passport or travel document. Okay. That's fine. So the next question is passport or travel document here. You're gonna do the same thing. Passport, you must provide your passport and the page shows your birth date and country of origin. Okay. And then next is funds. Okay. So this is also important documentation column. So here what you're gonna do. So as an unpaid representative, you're gonna show your document as in a portfolio detail from any of the financial institute. You can get it from any of the banks, Scotiabank, TD Bank, or BMO. So you can get the bank statement from the last 4 months, or you can get the bank draft or money order, or written statement that a processing officer will be able to confirm. So this can be a portfolio detail which gives you all your account details like how much balance you have in Canada and even if you have any investments you can also show that, and also you can show your parents financial financial details. Let's say if they have any FDs or savings account or any bonds in India, you can also show them. So in my case, I have added both of the documents, like my Indian savings account for my father and for Canadian saving account for myself. So I just uploaded those. So the next is use of IM 576 form. So from where you're gonna get that? You simply gonna get it from here. So once you just click on that, so it's a very easy form. Just gonna save it on my desktop. So once you download this form, you're gonna simply open this form here, and you're gonna fill out all this information here. If you want to know about this form, how to fill out, or if you need some help, you can DM me or you can mention in the comment section. Or after this video, what I will do, I will make a separate video and I will fill out this form. So I'm just gonna quickly go through with this form. So this one is for paid and unpaid representative. So you're gonna select this and you're gonna fill out all other information. So once you're done with that, what you're gonna do, you can just simply upload this document. And once you upload that, the next one is marriage certificate. So make sure you have your marriage certificate of your parents, and if you can convert that into the English language, it would be the better, or you can get it from any municipality. So you're just gonna upload your marriage certificate for your parents. Right, so here is the optional document. So let's say if additional document which you wanna provide. So let's say if you have an employment letter from your current worker, so you can provide that. So this is going to be a letter from employer in Canada, and it must says that you are currently hired in Canada and you are working for them, and that's your pay, and you are working with them from so long. And if you have any additional document, you can also provide here. Okay, once you have uploaded all your documents, you can simply hit save and continue. And here you're gonna just select it. Do you consent to be contacted by RCCR in the future? Yes, of course we need that. So here your last name and then your given name, and then you're gonna accept this privacy notice. Hit next. Alright, so you had completed your father's application here. So if you wanna add your mother's application also in that, you can do that by simply pressing this add a member thing, and you have to fill out all the details which we did for the father. So I'm not gonna show you that because it's going to be a long video. I'm just gonna simply hit yes and hit continue. And once you are done with that, you're just gonna do save and continue. Alright, so once you save and continue, so now they're gonna ask you to pay. So you're gonna hit save and continue. Alright, so it's going to be $185 for an applicant. So it includes $100 of visitor visa and $85 for biometrics. And once you're okay with that, you just simply hit save and continue. And then you're going to provide all the detail, and once you provide that, you can just simply check out. And once the payment has been done, you will get a confirmation in your emails, and yeah, you should be all good. So now I'm gonna show you what I had made for my documentation. So yeah, so this is the most important thing which you're gonna provide to the visa officer. This will help him to make a quicker decision. Alright, so I'm gonna give you some time to just make a screenshot, or you can just find it on the description. Alright, so that's it. So once you're done with that, you can just simply log out and sign out. And you're all set. So I will really appreciate if you guys like this video. Please give thumbs up, and please comment if you have any issues, or if you need any help. I'm happy to help you guys. And yeah, please stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.